Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, why do I say that? Somebody asked me. And that's because ain't nobody running up on nobody just trying to get hit in the damn face, right? Boxers are not trying to get hit in the face. That's why, you know, that's why there's head movement there. Everybody ain't trying to get hit in the face. That's at the last minute when you behind in the fight and you got to run up on somebody. But let's be real, ain't nobody in a rush, right? And you saw that with Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach, right? Are we gonna be cynical here? Was that an exciting fight for you guys? Was it really exciting? Right? A whole lot going on. Not really. They obviously knew each other. Tank Davis didn't look like he was just gonna run up on no boy. Didn't Tank Davis look a little bit to you like Shakur Stevenson in this fight? Right? All those fighters that your boy Tank Davis just been calling, regular. Didn't he call Shakur Stevenson regular? I think Devin Haney and a couple of good fighters that they're all regular. My boy Tank looked real regular in this fight. You know what I mean? Now, I got to preface what I want to say with the fact that y'all know I don't roll with Tank Davis. It has nothing really to do with Tank Davis. It has to do with fans and the fact that we give these people this face of boxing thing. And when you do that, then they don't have the hard fights. Right? I'm always kind of complaining about, in his division, Tank Davis division, someone else became undisputed. Or someone else is considered one of the best fighters they ever seen and things like that. And normally those fighters, those great fighters don't like to have that. They go after those people, a Usyk, a Bivol, a Crawford, or stuff like that. They don't have any great fighters in their, in their division. Somebody else calling them great like that. They'll go get them. You know what I mean? And so, I gravitate to those. Nothing against Tank. I like the fact that this young brother's making money. Right? That's cool. So from that level. But when talking the best boxers and stuff, then you're supposed to be the best in your division. Especially once you start hitting that pound for pound list, you should at least be the best in your division. Because there's 17 of them. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about when it's Tank. And when you get the face of boxing, you start making money and you're fighting kind of lesser opponents than you should be, but you're still making big money, then your character changes, and your fan base kind of excuses, your behavior. And then all of a sudden, people can't even talk to you about good fighters. You couldn't talk about Canelo, about no damn Andrade or nothing. Couldn't even talk to him about him, even though he's avoiding them. Or Benavidez. Guys, I don't fight Mexicans. That's why. All that stuff coming at your way. And, Gervonta, what is a 3-division champion? What has he done? It's this, talking about Shakur Stevenson. So this is how they act because of the fans. So, you kind of want that out. I would love to get the face of boxing out. This is why I told you, boom, boxers that are into that stuff will not like Turkey Al-Sheikh because he's paying people, right? But he's paying for good fights. He's not paying people to fight anybody. Now, he's going to get duped by Canelo because he's going to let him fight William Skull and think Canelo going to fight Crawford and maybe Benavidez later. You're going to fall for the same thing that, that the Zone fell for or PBC. Canelo ain't fighting who we don't want to fight. That's it. Now, Gervonta, I want to say that so you kind of know I don't roll with Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying? Period. Until he, starts fighting somebody or maybe he never will. What I do roll with is the cat's making money. I do like that aspect of what's going down. Let me go and get me something here. Boy, this is a trip right here, boy. Let me tell you. Woo! If y'all knew it was in that, it's ridiculous. Anyway, so, I want to make sure you guys know I'm not the biggest Gervonta Davis fan. Though he can fight and stuff like that, but, if he was fighting everybody, I'd probably be a fan. But I just didn't like the fact that there's so many people in his division that he should have fought by now. Or wanted to fight. You know, actively I'm going after them. And people say, well, the A sides don't have to call out people. Then damn it, let's get rid of A side. And I think that's what Turkey out of she's about to do. Let's get rid of A side then. If A sides don't have to, do anything for boxing, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm an A side, I don't have to fight any hard people. Then I think we need to get rid of that. Then, forget that because all we're doing is we're saying popular, face of boxing popular, A side popular. You know what I mean? I've got more people that went to the fight than the other guy. Yeah, but it's popular. This other guy is good. He's in your division. He's done things also. Let's fight. So anyway, I want to say that, right? If you're still around by now, I want to say that to say this. Tank Davis has a draw versus Lamont Roach, right? Roach comes up from the division lower, right, 130 pounds, and he comes in and they have a damn good fight. You can see the respect there. But Roach coming down, didn't have that many knockouts, not known for his puncher power, was doing a lot of walking down, a lot of countering, a lot of belief in his game, right? And I'm just going to keep the short version. They fought 12 rounds, got a draw out of it, right? But I want to be consistent here. Normally, old school cat, when I watch boxing, I don't like champions to lose razor thin fights. I've never been that way. I'm talking about the one that pops to mind is maybe Big George Foreman, 40 years old, a dude from Germany. Axel Schultz really kind of beat him, outpointed him a little bit. He was 26 years old. I didn't want to give that one up neither. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't. I don't like to change hands if the champion is not getting beat. If it's razor thin, like razor thin. And this fight was razor thin. Lamont Roach did well, for sure, and he worthy of a rematch, for sure. But I think a bad taste probably would have been in our mouths if he would have won that fight. You know what I mean? And that's where I have an issue. If he would have won that fight and Gervonta Davis has worked his way up, because everybody starts from zero, works his way up and becomes champion and, all this stuff like y'all say A-side and all that little stuff, and he gets barely beaten. He wasn't hurt in the fight or whatever. He said his hair got, because he took a knee real quick because some juice from his hair got in his eye, some oil or something he was saying after the fight. Who knows? I don't even want to get into that little controversy. I'm just saying from the fight standpoint that Lamont Roach did well, but did he do enough for the title to change hands? And I don't think so. I think a draw is a very, very good decision here. But I would love them to readdress it. But I would really rather see Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta. You know what I mean? We can get back. Roach can fight somebody else hard, and it is what it is. But I just want to say that because I want to be consistent because I've always been this way. I think the champion got to be beat. Now, he ain't got to be dominated or nothing because he's the champion. We're not asking for somebody who's not a champion to come way up and beat a champion and dominate him. But a razor-thin decision, I'm not sure about that. That's why I'm good with the draw here, right? I'm good with the draw. And as far as the other fights, Gary Antoine Russell did well. He did real well. He dominated his fight, which he wasn't really even supposed to. Puella, I think his guy's name, he dominated the hell out of him. That was good to see him. Now he's a champion at 140. Congratulations there. And Sandor Martin and my boy, no, that was Puello. Sandor Martin does well again and loses a split decision. Does well again. Sandor Martin is a good fighter, man. Shout out to him because, he's in these close fights. We saw the Teofimo Lopez thing. And he really won that fight. So he's really one of the better 140 pounders. Unfortunately, he's just barely losing these fights. I think a couple of them he's won. Y'all need to box wreck him. He's done a lot of good things. But congratulations to the winner of that fight. But back to the top. Gervonta Davis looks regular, right? He's been calling everybody else regular. He looks pretty regular in his draw versus Lamont Roach. And congratulations to Lamont Roach, because if they didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Now they know. You know what I'm saying? Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.